See, the word novelty is a keyword for every researcher. Let me raise three questions and attempt to answer on what constitutes novelty. So the first question is, what is novelty? And the second one is how to achieve novelty. And ultimately, let's look at how previous researchers have achieved novelty in the context of social sciences research. So, what is new in your research? It's a very important question that you should ask yourself before beginning your research journey. Every research proposal usually highlights novelty. See, even if you look at examiners, both the internal and the external examiners, they look for novelty in your thesis when they evaluate it. And in all doctoral committee meetings and viva, these questions are frequently asked. So before I attempt to answer this question on novelty, the word novelty has to be properly understood. See, the dictionary meaning of novelty is something that's new and something different. In other words, the researcher should think of something that has not been previously thought of by other researchers, or find something that has not been found by other researchers before. So, is it possible in a social science research, particularly in subjects like language and literature? Yes, it is possible. Your novelty need not be groundbreaking. As long as your novelty is incremental and justifiable, it is perfectly acceptable. So the second question is how to achieve novelty. What is the starting point to think in a novel way? See, I have seen many scholars claim that their work is novel. Still, there could be some published research papers on their topic. So you can't argue that something is novel unless you're familiar with the literature. So you should do a thorough literature uh, search to find out what the gaps are and how you're going to fill them. There could be topics which are similar to your work, but first of all, you should be convinced that the topic is worth investigating. So, therefore, please do a thorough literary search. Stay abreast with the current literature. See, for instance, you should know what are the top journals in your field, who are the seminal authors in your field, what are the leading books, what are the key debates. If all of them agree that this idea is a good idea, and if there are no contradictory opinions, then it is not novel. So you could add something to what others have stated. So to answer the second question, the best way to achieve novelty is to know the literature inside out. I know it is a process, but if you stay with the process, then you'll be able to achieve novelty in your work. But let's now move on to the most important question. How have previous researchers achieved novelty? So let me share my screen and walk you through the process of achieving novelty in your research.